Hello everyone, welcome to English Tadorkar. I'm so glad to come here to you to share a very important idea about how one should answer a question in the interview. Now, this is very important, and many of us make the mistake of not following the simple norm which will make our answers stand out. So, how to stand out in an interview and answer like a clear thinker? Please watch this video to know how to prove yourself as a clear thinker, and thank you so much for being here. So, before I get into today's topic, let me remind you that if you're someone who wants to become fluent in English, who wants to crack interviews with confidence, these courses are for you. Join English Tadorkar with me and become invincible. Now, this is very crucial. I know you understand English. I know probably you speak English pretty well, but when it comes to interviews, you need something more than English, and that is clear thinking. And I would request you to go to the link in the description below, click on the link and go to my Facebook group, and from there you will get my contact details, and please get in touch with me and take the journey of you becoming invincible in the interviews. So first of all, let me, get into today's topic. So, how to answer a question in an interview? So first of all, this is something is very important. We can get a job which we are ready to lose. We can only get a job which we are ready to lose. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that you need to be authentic. You need to be authentic. What is authenticity? See, there is a difference between honesty and authenticity. Now, honesty is something that has to be earned. You just can't go and tell your interviewers everything that you feel. But you can be authentic, that what you are, who you are as a person, what your attitude is, what your idea is, what your working method is. You need to be brutally honest about those things. That is very crucial. So first of all, know yourself, know what you are comfortable with, know what your salary expectation is, really know what are your strengths, know what are your weaknesses. Try to understand your personality, try to understand the job description and see if your personality fits with the job description or not. How much you are willing to do this is very important. Once you have figured this out, then the concept that I'm going to share is going to help you. Now, what is that? So basically, many of us make the mistake of trying to give the answer that the interviewers wants to hear. Now, the interviewers may want to hear different things because interviewers are different people. So an answer that can be fascinating to one interviewer may not be fascinating to another. So what you really need to do is be authentic to your own personality. So understand that you can never know what answer they want you to tell. In our board exams, we get books like this is what the board examiners want from you. We know in colleges that they give suggestions because there is just one, one university which is making the question, and they have a guideline of giving marks to the answers. But when it comes to interviews, it depends on the personality of the interviewer. It depends on the company ethics. So you cannot really come up with an answer that you can be sure of that the interviewer will like. So what you need to do is be authentic, okay? And at the same time, be polite. Be polite, but also authentic. Be respectful, and also authentic. So when they ask you a question, let's say a common question is, where do you want to see yourself in next 5 years? Okay? So let's say, this is a common question, but we still find it difficult to answer because it's about our future. We have different plans. So what should I say authentically that is relevant to this? Maybe you want to be, maybe you want to be a professional painter after 5 years, but maybe you are applying for a job as a sales manager now. Now, if you say that I want to be a painting, like a professional painter in 5 years, that is not going to suit your job description. So even though that is an honest answer, but it is not really relevant. So this is important. Authenticity and relevance. This is very important. So when you want to say that, I want to see myself in 5 years as a person who is passionate about their work and is selling what they are producing. Now, this is important. Let's say you are appearing in an interview for a sales manager, for the position of a sales manager. And at the same time, you want to become a professional painter in 5 years. So if you want to become a professional painter in 5 years, you probably want to sell your paintings. So how to sell your paintings? Just say what your selling strategy is or what you want to do that is relevant to the interview, because you wanting to become a painter does not follow in line with the job profile that you are applying for. So you need to be authentic because it is also of your personal use that you want to become a painter and you also want to sell your painting. And for that sales thing, you need to develop certain skills, you need to be somewhere, you need to plan certain things. You just can share some of those ideas without sharing that you will be doing that for your own company in 5 years. So this is important. This is called authenticity with relevance. Now, simple honesty doesn't work because, that is not relevant. Because, even though you want to become, maybe, let's say you want to become maybe the managing director of a company, but if you are out with your girlfriend, you probably wouldn't be sharing that, because then what's more important is what kind of a house you are going to be building, maybe what kind of life you two are going to have. Now, sometimes you can share later on in a personal relationship and when you talk about career, but the job you're applying for, they don't need to know that you at some point want to have your own business or you want to do something which is absolutely not related to the position you're applying for. So that is one thing. Once that part is clear, take some time to think. So when they ask you a question, it is okay to pause for a moment and then answer. And after pausing, if you still need some time, say that, I'm thinking and I have thought about it. This is an interesting question. All these are, good ways to start. Let's say the interviewer asks you, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? You can say that, that is a very pertinent question, and I always ask myself that question. See, this is an introduction. It shows that you already think about this thing. It is not something that you just came up with or you read in a book, just to clear the interview. So that shows to your interviewer that you actually think about this thing. So that is kind of an introduction to your thought. And then you can say that I have this and this and this plan to execute, in next 5 years. So I want to see myself there in 5 years. So that is your body of it. Okay. And then at the end of it, what you need to do is give a conclusion. So what is that conclusion? That is how my goal in 5 years is related to the position I'm applying for. So let's say that I teach spoken English, but my goal is to become a linguist. Okay? So it is not that I can, that I will go about teaching English for the rest of my life. Now, just assume, because I am teaching English, but let's assume that my goal is to become a linguist. Now, if I go for an interview and they ask me, and I can say that, well, that is a very pertinent question. I often think about it. And even though I have interest in several fields, I think I would like to become a linguist because I have interest in different languages. I already know a few languages. And I think one of the biggest part of understanding a language is really getting to the depth of it. And teaching is the best way to reach the depth of a language. And communicating with the people, teaching and interacting is what I will get if I get the job of teaching in your institute. That's why I'm here, and in 5 years I will be a linguist. So now see what I said, that at first in the introduction that I validated that this is a good question. Then I said that that shows that I'm interested and I'm not uncomfortable and I actually think about it. Then I say what I really want to do. And in conclusion, I connect my goal in 5 years with the current position I'm applying for. And when you answer like this, it shows that you have a clear thinking, that you have thought, you have a goal, and you see the current position as a step to reach that goal. Now, this is very important. So you give good answer, at the same time you show that you have a clear thinking and you actually take your career seriously and you care about it, and all the very, very, very best, for your interview. And if you're someone who wants to, be invincible in the HR interview and really want to know what you really want, what is authentic answer for you, then please click on the link in the description below, and from there you're going to get my contact details and get in touch with me. I will help you figure out what you exactly want authentically. And if you are getting lots of value out of this channel, please like this video, share it with your friends, and stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. I upload a video every day, so it's gonna help you in so many different ways. And if you want more interview videos, you can leave a comment asking for more interviews. And if you want me to do if you want me to make more videos on any topic of your choice, please leave that in the comment and I would be delighted to deliver that to you. Thank you so much for being here, and please subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.